Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? That dating channel, that's right. Been a little bit, about a week and a half or two since I did a dating channel last time. The reason I decided to get on today is because I received an email from a guy who had been waiting for a long time to try to get some advice on the dating channel. And, I have to be careful going on the dating channel often. And I'll give you guys the reason why. You got to kind of be in a certain mindset to do this show. You kind of have to be a cynical asshole, and you can't really, in my opinion, do a really good job on the stream and at the same time be a different person dating. Eventually, they're going to find out what you're doing. Eventually, they're going to find out about your channel. They're going to find out that you stream, and then they don't want to be a part of it. But then on the flip side, I did this long before anyone I've met or anything like that. So, you got to get yourself in the right mindset, but it can be detrimental to your dating life if you have a very public dating channel. So I kind of have to tiptoe that balance. But this gentleman had a bit of an issue with a person he was dating, and he's like, "Hey, I'll pay for your advice." I'm like, "You don't have to do that. I'll just have to do a dating channel again and maybe answer your question there and go from there." Basically, what he wanted to know was, this girl he was seeing. Okay, if you've had a very hard time dating, before I get into the main subject matter, let's talk about why I'm back, or why I'm doing this show today. If you've had a dry spell and you haven't met anybody and you're wondering what the fuck's going on, like, why can't I find a girl? What is wrong? What is wrong with me? And then you find someone, you're going to give them a long rope. You're going to be like, well, she smokes a little bit. She's too young. She got family drama, anything, because you think in your mind for a millisecond that being with someone like that is better than being single. But at the end of the day, you're going to find yourself with a bunch of stress, a bunch of drama. And, you have to weigh that option out in your head. Do I go back to the dating scene where I hated it? And let's be honest, guys, not every guy has luck meeting people out there. There are men out there that have not been with a girl for years, have not garnered attention from women for years. Okay, men live generally a life of quiet, loneliness. They have anxiety they can't really show. They want to feel they can love someone and give proper attention to somebody, but they just can't get that person's attention or anyone's attention. So there's a lot of men out there that live that quiet life of desperation that you never really hear about. So if they met somebody and they're not exactly perfect, they'll stick with them longer than normal because it's better than being alone. So I gave them some advice and went there. Then I thought, what should I talk about on the dating channel? And my experience, I want to say in the last 4 months, has been Russian women. There is a wave of not just Russian women, but Ukrainian women flooding Florida. Why is that? Because of the war that's happening in Ukraine. Ukraine is allowing the women to get the hell out of there. And the families are encouraging the women to get the hell out of there. Now, typically women of that age, whether it be 22 to 40, single, they get the hell out of there. They get a special kind of visa or some special kind of documentation. They go to the consulate or the, I forget the name of the building where they go to, and they, what's the name of it? The building that represents another country in that country. I can't think of it. But they go there, fill out paperwork, and they get here, and there are tons, I'm telling you guys, tons of absolutely stunning Ukrainian women in Florida. And for some reason, they like what I look like. I apparently look so different and so exotic to them, slightly darker, American, but I don't have blonde hair, blue eyes, or light brown hair and, light brown eyes. They like the brown on brown or bald and brown skin. Embassy, thank you so much. Guys, I've had a long day today. So, they go to the embassy, they do some paperwork, and they show up here, and these women are absolutely stunning. But what's the problem with dating a Ukrainian woman? The culture, the culture, the culture. I've gone on many dates with Ukrainian and Russian women in the last, I want to say, 8 months, because that's what I'm attracting. So you go out with what you're attracting. So you have trouble communicating with them. you have a phone call and you're talking like a child. They go, hello, what work do you do? And they're like, oh, I work in factory. Who do you live with? Mother. Okay. And then when you keep asking questions, they go, this sounds like interview. Bitch, I have to use basic English with you. I can't go out there and start talking about in-depth conversations about, I don't know, quantum physics if your fucking ass barely knows the language. And I'm not going to use a fucking translator. So we'll talk about the pros and cons of dating someone specifically from Russia and Ukraine in different cultures. And then we'll wrap it up with Bumble Swipes in LA. That's right. We're going to Bumble Swipe in LA because I can't Bumble Swipe locally. I got shit going on locally. We got Bryson Witt in the house, Redbird, Joe Jackson, YouTube Corp and a Free Speech. What's up, brother? Monty 540, Travis, D. Fox, Haven Zeth says, on my way to Cali right now. Zach B, Izzy R, got to be careful with strong jawline. No, Russian women don't play that trans shit. That just doesn't, culturally, it's super off-putting. If a girl has an Adam's apple, vaya con Dios, can't confirm, Californians don't know how to drive. Nixon Tarpey says, oh shit, TDC Live must be my night shirt. Thank you. I literally gotten a subscription to a place that just sends you clothing every month. Like a Stitch Fix or something like that. You get the sizes, you get the style that you want, you pick it, and they just ship you shit every month. So my closet is full of pretty decent clothes now. What's up, bitchos? Says Para, Juan Tuti Miricuaro, Jared Wells, Matt A, Who's Your Daddy, Amir Zahir, Izzy R, Joe Jackson, D-Rock Fox, Embassy. Renee, this is where Duolingo kicks in. Mr. Rogers, Alan Galvin, and Just a Memoir says, I missed yesterday's stream for Talking Shit Tuesday, but what's up, Theo? The channel helped me find a great partner, get my head on straight, and get my funds and health up. So I'm no different than you guys. I'm not some expert. I'm not some high value man. I'm not going out there I'm not out there banging everything. I'm actually dating with a certain intent, or intention. You're going to want to meet someone that's high quality, someone that you could see a future with. Now, if you just want to go banging, let's be honest. If you're a halfway decent looking guy and you treat people well, you have made friends along the way, then you can probably pick up the phone and say, hey, are you looking to hang out? I don't like looking for new friends with benefits. That's crazy. If you're a grown-ass man and and you got some stuff going on, you probably have access to people that are willing to hang out with you if they're single also. But once you start dating with intention, you got to cut them off. Right? You got to have a sack full of jizz, because that's the only way you're going to probably stick with someone's attention or stay focused on one person, because if your balls are drained, you're just going to not really pay attention to anybody. We already did the no fap for a week challenge, and you saw how that changes your brain chemistry. So I said, let me go date, but I'm not going to have any friends with benefits or anything like that. Let's just go clean slate. So when I started dating back again, getting on the apps and just meeting people in person, there's an insane amount of Russian women here, like a lot. So if you open up the range in Florida, anything over 50 miles, you're automatically in North Miami Beach, Fort Lauderdale, or in Miami. So I matched with like a lot of Russian women specifically. So I asked them, so hey, tell me your story. Like, tell me what's going on. They're like, oh, I've been here for 2 months. And I'm like, 2 months? So you came from a war-torn area in Ukraine. You left your family over there, parents and everything, and you come over here. This is what's happening, guys. It's a weird situation. There are companies that specifically ship in Russians, like an Amazon warehouse type of place, or a Amazon supplier of like makeups or products or lotions or powders or whatever. So they say, oh, wait, if you want to get set up here, you don't even need documents. You can just show up, pay rent, but it is it's basically subsidized by the company you're working for. It is very weird. And I met a girl that was into that, and she was a beautiful woman, 5'11", black hair, blue eyes, just a doll. So the moment you start talking to them, you realize really quickly that they don't have an emotional, they don't emote. They just kind of, are you happy? Yes, I'm very much having good time. Okay. They don't eat, apparently. Do you want to eat? Nope. I already ate. And I'm like, okay, well, that's stupid. I invited you out to dinner. Okay, whatever. But once you understand how they move, you can kind of like, get along with them. But the problem is this: you're acting. You're not yourself. You're a completely different person. The words that you're saying are not words that you want to say. You're just saying things to follow along with their conversation. And then if you do happen to get them in the sack, then at the end of the day, you're like, I have no interest in this person because the sex wasn't that great, or you just don't see a future with the person. And some women hate that, but let's be honest, a lot of us need to test drive the car before we buy it. And they hate those words. Women hate those words. But that's how we got to be nowadays. Because let's say I commit to you and you're terrible in bed. What are we going to do then? Are we going to fix it? What if it's not fixable? How long do you stay in there until you actually throw in the towel and say, okay, I can't give it to you from the back, from the side, or anything like that. And that's how I like to do it. And this is not going to work because, let's be honest, the reason we get in relationships is to have consistent, steady sex with one person. I'm sorry. So when it comes to Ukrainian women, they're difficult to kind of get through. They're difficult to communicate with. So while it's tempting as hell to, get yourself a Ukrainian girl, if you don't care about compatibility, if you don't care about cultural relevance, if you don't care that they're not going to treat you like a Hispanic girl will treat you, a Hispanic girl will rub you all over the place, but she's going to bring drama. A white girl, I'll be honest, like, every white girl I've dated has been pretty solid, but there's never been a long-term relationship that has, materialized from dating an American girl. There's been kids or whatever involved. So that's what's going to happen now. Let's say if you're in Florida or a bigger city, a lot of Ukrainian women are coming along. And in this time of year, Colombian women, Peruvian women, Venezuelan women get their visitor visa and they show up here for the holidays and they spend a month traveling around. So you might get yourself a girl from South America also, which I would tell you guys to absolutely ignore. Girls that visit here from South America are not worth pursuing, okay? 100% maybe you could shack up and get, just get a little side puss. But I wouldn't really try to like fall in love or try to do the whole long distance thing with a South American girl. So have you guys noticed in your town, there's been a new, let's just say, crop of a certain type showing up? If not, I'm telling you, Florida is full, absolutely full of Russian women. And they're gorgeous. I was looking at a TikTok thing and I'm like, dude, I've met women that look like this. And it's like crazy. There's a woman in one of these TikTok things. And again, I don't have the app. I have just the here. That looked exactly like this. Where was it? Just like this. I met a girl. My God.
Husband abroad. There are many stereotypes about Russian women searching for husbands abroad. Lots of Western people imagine a bad economic situation in Russia.
Right there. I'm done, right? Like the moment a woman starts talking to me like that, I can't. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I'll date you. You're beautiful. We'll hang out. But do I see a long-term relationship with somebody like this?
Or lack of money as a reason to escape their home country. But it's
beautiful girl, right? Gorgeous. But like, okay, let's be honest here. When you're in a relationship with somebody, and I really hate to say it this way, but you're basically choosing to find a friend that you're going to fuck for a long time or fuck consistently. And you have to get along with them if you're going to be in a relationship with them. They got to be kind of your friend. Actually, they have to be your friend. They have to be your best friend, believe it or not. That's how it works. That's the only way it works. My relationships with the 3 girls that I've been in a long-term relationship with have been my best friends during that time. So I cannot be best friends with someone I can barely communicate with. It's extremely difficult for me to like stay in there,
It's not true. In fact, their desire to marry a foreign man is mostly based on huge gender imbalance in Russia. Could you imagine there are 10 million fewer Russian men than women? It's as big as whole population of Greece, Portugal.
Now, I didn't know that. She said that there's a huge imbalance of men versus women in Russia. So there's like 10 million less men than there are women. So you would think those guys would have 2 or 3 wives. You know what I'm saying? But girls like this are everywhere. Yeah, shut that. Girls like this are everywhere in Miami, guys. Beautiful, stunning girls like that. And you go, oh my God. And don't get me wrong. The moment I met my first Russian date, I was actually taken aback. I went, oh, this girl is gorgeous. She was 5'9". She worked out. fake titties, which kind of was a turnoff. She was 42, beautiful face, tall. She had an ass on her that was just ridiculous. And her legs looked like horse legs, like big, massive, beautiful thighs and calves and just a lot of her. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and she was slim waisted. Russian women love to stay fit. That's one thing you will absolutely get. And now, if you want a woman that you barely can communicate with, is going to look wonderful next to your arm and is always going to prioritize her beauty, that's a Russian woman. That is the culture over there. They prioritize their beauty. They're always in style. Even if they're poor, they look fashionable. They pick the clothing, even if it's at a Salvation Army, to look pretty fashionable. And I'm just like, oh, it's like a cultural thing to be very pretty in that culture. So let me know if you guys have noticed in your town, if you've seen a high population of a certain dating type, or if you have questions, comments, and concerns. We'll talk a little bit for about 40 minutes, and then we'll do Bumble swipes in the last 15, 20 minutes or so and get after it. Where are the Israeli and Palestinian women? Jesus. Emery Captain says, Ali, looks nice to see you here. Renee says, I don't know, man. No glazing, but I feel like you fit under the category of high-profile man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I do, I hope I don't act like it. One of the worst things you can do, in my opinion, is come across like your shit don't stink. But I have been on a couple of dates with a woman who is pretty awesome. I consider her high value, makes good money, professional. And she looks at me like I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. She definitely likes me. Okay. And I was just like, okay, like, do you use that to your advantage, or do you try to play it cool? So you play it cool. If she's obviously attracted to you, she's obviously giving the right signs. She likes everything that's happening. She's giving you the googly eyes. You're going to be like, okay, play it cool. Don't take advantage of the situation. If I am, I try not to act like it, and I would never say I am because it's weird to say you are. But I appreciate it. But I'm just a fucking dude, man. Honestly, I treat people pretty well. I present well. I communicate well. I don't know. Maybe that's the definition of high value, but I don't like to say I'm like, have a lot of money and that. No. Fuck all that. Again, no, Diddy, I appreciate it, brother. No, I understand where you're coming from. Amir Zahir says, I'm 24 and not dating or banging lately. Just working roughly 50 to 60 hours a week. Is that bad or abnormal? No, I have told everybody that in your 20s, you are not in a position to offer a woman anything. In your 20s, in my opinion, you should concentrate on becoming the man you're going to be the rest of your life. I made a huge mistake and just started working in my 20s and then got into cars. And that retarded my growth by 10 to 12 years. And when I got into my mid 30s, that's when I said, this is what I want to be. In all honesty, I probably should have gone to the armed services, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, whatever I would have fit in. I think that those 8 years, if you're not going to college and becoming an engineer, a doctor, or something, you should enlist. GI Bill, discipline. You get indoctrinated into respecting authority, and you come out of there with a skill set and the GI Bill. I should have done that in hindsight. I wouldn't have gotten into stupid cars. Tony Dominguez says, what's up? Harley Jetlet says, hey gang. JB says, the Apostle John wrote about the angel of the church of Philadelphia in Revelation 3:7. Jonathan Kleck is the angel of the church of Philadelphia. Okay. Wow. What a buzzkill. Just checking in. We'll rewatch. Thank you, sir. Bryce says, damn, I have no power here. Exactly. George, wait a minute, Bryson. I can't make you a moderator here. I don't have the options that I should have, unless it's an ad blocker thing. Let me see. YouTube Corrupt does, so we'll keep it with YouTube Corrupt. Russian women seem a little masculine. Maybe that's just my perception. It's your perception. They are so feminine. The problem is they don't have the emotional outbursts you're used to having from Latino women, American women, anything. They're unemotional. So that comes across as masculine. But get yourself one and date one for a little bit. You will find out that they're feminine in their own way, in how they move, in how they show in public. But how they treat you is not feminine per se. It's just like they're the prize and you have to recognize, and you have to come correct on their terms because they're so pretty. But I don't play that game, and not because out of spite or out of like, no, I'm the prize. No, I just don't play that game. If I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, if I don't see you reacting to me in a way that makes me think that you like me, feedback. I need a feedback loop. What's my feedback loop? What if I'm doing something, taking you out, treating you well, trying to hold your hand, and the feedback that's coming my way is not positive? Then I have to react to that feedback loop. I have to go, okay, well, she doesn't like me, so I'm not going to do those things. But what they are doing is this. They're just checking you out. They're studying you. They're looking at you because they're like, I am new in this country. I don't know where you're coming from. So you got to look at it from their point of view. They're brand new here. The culture is completely flipped upside down. They're confused, but they still want to find love. So they're out there dating guys that are not in their culture. So I have literally said to these women, I think you need to find yourself a Russian man. And they hate when I say that to them. I go, look, if you come to the United States and you're having trouble dating American, Hispanic, whatever men, find a Russian man or Slavic man. A man that is within your culture and understands you. Again, the women that I've dated that have been Russian or Ukrainian, they teach me these things. They're like, Slavic girl does not have emotion. Slavic girl is very like this. Slavic girl does not smile. I'm like, well, and how do I know you even like me? And this is the sarcasm. This is the sarcastic kind of way they talk. They go, I'm here, correct? That's not enough. I don't know you. I don't know your culture. And that's the problem with dating someone that is a Slavic or a Ukrainian or whatever. Their culture thinks, I'm here, that should be enough. No, the feedback loop is not working properly. Be careful. You might think that you're going to get in a car with a 5'8", but you come back with a 5'4" and get burned. Those women can't trick you. Amen to that. VA home loan is a solid plus. Renee, nah, you don't act like it, but the career-focused entrepreneurship consistency is what I consider high value. I get that. You can't knock my hustle. You guys see me work on the cars out there. You like imagine I'm making videos. I work a full-time job. The videos is a full-time gig. I do 3 live streams a week. Where the hell do I fit in the gym, taking care of the dog, cleaning the fucking apartment, even though it's only a 1-1, so it's not that much to clean. Hell, this room takes a whole day to clean. So, when the hell do I fit in that time? You just have to fit it in. You can't fuck around. That's why when I have to ship something, it's a big deal. To the point where I have to get myself a UPS account so I can do it all here. So I can make the label here. So all I have to do is drop it off at the store instead of going to the store and have it, I had to do all that. I had to basically set up a complete business here to get everything done. So the moment I step outside, it's only to get, to go on a date, to go to the gym, or to get groceries. That's it. They feminine in that ass. You're not wrong. And they're very not shy in the bedroom. I've been lucky enough to, get with a couple of them, and it's like, okay, once you're in the bedroom, that is a universal language. That's not a problem. But getting there is insanely difficult because you don't even know if they like you or not. And they can like you in front of your face, and then when they get home, they change their mind and you never hear from them again. I've been there too. I don't need all the power. YouTube got it. Exactly. Good evening, JD Swag. Good evening, Alex and everyone. So JD Swag, where are you at? Where are you at when it comes to dating? Last time we heard, you hadn't hooked up with anybody. You're Indian, so you have a different culture in terms of marriage arrangement. You have now become a business-focused guy. You own a couple of gas stations, which is respect. Respect. You're establishing your business. So, JD, Mandeep, did you end up just saying, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to concentrate on my business. And if a pussy comes my way, no problem. Or do you say, I'm trying, Alex. It's just not happening. Hey, Bichos, leave it to me. Says, hoping everyone doing well. Nice to see old folks here. Ken McAllister says, I joined the Armory, or the Army, at 23. Flight school 4 years in. Retired after 20 years. Still flying civilian medevac. Best decision I ever made. If I had to do it all over again, guys, I would go into the service. I wasted my 20s. My 20s were absolutely wasted. Yeah, I bought a house and I worked as a millwright, but like I made $45 to $60,000 a year through all of my 20s. And what did I get out of it? Nothing. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. I should have gone into the service at 23 or 20. By the time I'm 28, I probably would have been in a way better position, had more skill, discipline, had a better outcome. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't dislike who I became. I think I'm a good person. I have a lot of skill. I can teach people a couple of things. I didn't have an STD or a baby in my 20s, and that's how I tell you guys. The way you know you made it out of your 20s okay is if you don't have an STD, or even your 30s or 40s or 50s. I hope you don't have an STD, or have a baby. But some of you don't take my advice, and you're just blowing it in it, trusting people. Fuck all that. I don't trust anybody. Blow it in me, daddy. When I heard that in my previous situation, don't worry about it, blow it in me. I'm like, do you know how much of a negative that was? Do you know how much of a mind fuck that was? To hear that coming from someone that the whole time was telling you, I don't want kids. And then they say that in the middle of the act. And then you have to have the talk. And the talk is so awkward. The talk is so awkward afterwards. Because you're like, okay, we got to talk about this. What you mean blow it in you? In the heat of the moment, if I do it, that it's all up to you at that point. So where are we at with that? Oh, no, I would never get rid of it. Okay, I didn't say that, but I'm saying, okay, now I know I can't ever do that. I can never do that. Ever. Because I don't trust you. Right? So, yeah, that was like earth shattering. We were like, damn, we're not on the same page. I thought we were. Again, the second long-term relationship I was in, the 5-year, the first date, I told them I don't want kids. I know how much of a massive life shift it is to have a child. And they said, okay. So I thought, we're clear, right? We're clear. I got it out of the way in the first fucking date. So everything I did from then to the end was because I held up my end of the bargain. I told you from the beginning, my end of the bargain is kids are not happening. Ever. It's not anything I ever wanted, not anything I ever want. Period. I got so many things I want to do. And I want to do them maybe eventually with a partner. If not, I'll do them alone. But I do not want a kid. I know how much of a life change that is. And the moment they started chirping, when they hit the number 30 in age about kids, I'm like, you gotta go. You gotta go. And maybe you guys will say that's cold, Alex. No, you gotta know you have control of your future. Nothing done in your life is by a mistake no, you had a choice. Every single thing that you have done in your life was a choice. And the byproduct of those choices is your position in life right now. So don't ever say that you got a bad rep, this and that. You chose almost all the time to either be in a situation or do something that affected how you're living now. So don't blame it on anyone else. Accountability. Turbo CSO says, good evening, Alex. JD says, I'm still single, focusing on money. Good for you. Good for you. If you, JD, because you come from a different culture, if you focus on your money and you become successful, that alone might attract, believe it or not, I think in your culture, families want to, give their daughter the best position in life. And if they have, look right here. Hey, JD, look, this woman, very nice. Look at here, very nice. She does not eat with her hand. We taught her the right way. She's a virgin. She is beautiful. And we don't want her just marrying some schlub. But I told her that you are a successful man. And we'll give her many children. You know how many Indian couples are in this complex? And their dynamic is so interesting to me. Every single day, they're walking their babies. They're walking around. The wives are, they've had kids, so they're not looking all that good. But they're not out there showing off their ass. They're not out there all dressed up. They're probably like, hey, I'm not giving off the vibe that I'm interested in anyone. So that dynamic is interesting, where Indian women that are traditional don't even put off the vibe of like sexuality. They're just like focused on the kids, focused on the husband. The husband goes around, walks around with his friends. It's a very interesting family dynamic that I could see in real time and go, wow, that is interesting how that culture, Hispanic women dress like whores. Whores. Like Hispanic mothers just go out there dressing like whores. They love the attention of other men. They thrive off of the attention of other men. Meanwhile, an Indian woman is just like looking like she's wearing a bag for pants and she's haggard looking. But I think about it. I don't go, man, that bitch is ugly. No, she's not trying to put off the vibe that she's available when she's got a husband. It is an interesting thing. Why wait for Ukrainian women to come here? Join the military. Go to them. It's pretty funny. Renee says, yesterday you asked, what would we even talk about in real life meetup? We can literally talk shit about Ukrainian women's behavior. Amir Sahir says, facts, you have control of your life. Leave it to me that says, let them talk shit, Zach. Ain't nothing wrong with playing in the snow. YouTube Corrupt says, a lot of guys just settle and do things they don't want just to keep a girl around. It's not worth it. The same guy ends up miserable, cheats, and has to be an indentured servant for 18 years. Let's read the email of a fan. And that this is what, if the girl, because I don't want to say I'm seeing someone right now. It's very early. It's extremely early in the relationship, but she's giving off all the right vibes and I'm happy about it. So, if she sees this show and goes, I don't want to be a part of it. Sorry, honey. I'm not going to change what the fuck's going on. So this gentleman emailed me Tuesday and this was the email and I'll read it to you. And this is what made me go on live today. Hi, Alex. I hope everything's going well. I was going to reach out in a super chat during the next dating channel stream, but my situation has deteriorated and you're the only person I can reach out to for advice in such a sensitive matter. I understand that this is too big of a subject matter to tackle in an email and I can go to Patreon if it works better. And I thought, you don't have to do that, dude. Come on. I'm 28 years old. I just ended my first ever relationship with a 22-year-old girl I met here. I use quotes because I never formally asked her to be my girlfriend. But we've been unofficially dating for about a month now. 1 month. I did not have a girlfriend at any point in high school or college, not for lack of trying, but I had not sex at all until I met this girl, his first. For reference, I'm 5'8", I'm a little on the heavy side. I go to the gym and started at 350 and ended up at 280. Shout out to you, losing 70 pounds in a year. Not doing the Ozempic shit. Love it. Self-sabotage, bad eating habits have stalled my progress, but I'm maintaining as of now. I'm an accountant at a small company bringing in $90K a year. Been on dating apps since 2017. This was the first girl to respond and showed interest past the first date. Everything was going great, but in the past few weeks, I began noticing some issues. The major issues being that she smokes weed often and drinks socially. I, like you, don't drink, smoke, or use any kind of drugs. Almost every time I picked her up to hang out, I could tell she was high. She wasn't so high that it made the conversation impossible, but I was often doing most of the talking whenever we were together. This past weekend, she kind of disappeared and only responded to one of my texts between Saturday morning, when she was left my house, and as of today, Monday, she mentioned Saturday morning she was going to go out with some friends and family, but I thought the lack of any communication was weird. I responded Monday afternoon with a short text message, which prompted her to ask me if I was upset. I responded with my thoughts on the situation and the dynamic between us being so strange. I told her that I wasn't judging her, but that I wanted to put everything out in the open so that it didn't become a bigger issue later on. She then called me and asked me if I was saying I didn't want to date her anymore. This was the first time I had been in a situation like this. I panicked and I said yes because I didn't know what else to say. She told me have a nice night, hung up, and now has me blocked on Instagram. Please let me know if I quit too soon or if I should have gone about this a different way. This being my first real involvement with a girl has showed interest for an extended period of time. I can't help but feel like I just made a huge mistake. I was friend zoned countless of times throughout high school and college. So I know the desperation is definitely influencing my thoughts here. This guy is extremely self-aware. Guys, understand this. He is looking at himself from a bird's eye view, from a 30,000 foot view. He's going, I am seeing everything in front of me and I understand why I'm feeling this way. And I am reaching out to you to ask if I am overreacting to the situation. Dude, you are so ahead of the game. You are so ahead. Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you're looking at this from a third person or a outsider's perspective. Apologies for the huge message, and thanks so much in advance for any advice you might have for me. What did I say? No, sir, you do not quit too soon. In my opinion, the first whole damn year of a relationship should be the honeymoon phase. You should be head over heels for over a woman. If she smokes weed and drinks, brother, that's a low quality lady. If you don't feel right about the situation enough to have mentioned it to her, then you simply went with your gut. Always go with your gut. I don't think you quit too early at all. He replied, he goes, yeah, the honeymoon stage wasn't much of a honeymoon stage after figuring that out. Just got to keep grinding on life and be on the lookout for something better. I get a lot of value of listening to your stories and advice on the channel. I'll check in during the next stream. Thanks again. Call me sappy, but that touched me because the life of quiet desperation happens to so many men out there. And if they can hear my stories and relate and go, hey, if Alex did it, I can do it. Alex seems like a normal bro, and he's talking to me like a normal person, so I can absolutely understand what he's saying and disseminate the information and go, okay, I'll apply it in my life. And this guy seemed to have crazy self-awareness. And I went, boy, good for you, brother. I appreciate him reaching out. I reached out to him on email, and I thought, let me go on live in case anyone else feels a certain way, wants to hear my perspective, specifically on Ukrainian women. It is interesting. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. God damn it, they're bad for you. JD Swag, Alex, the problem is that people want children. Ooh, JD Swag. So you come from a culture that not having family is odd. So unfortunately, JD Swag, let's look at your situation from an outsider's perspective. It's tough, but you are a traditional Indian male. You look, right? Let's be honest. You look Indian. You have the religious stuff going on with the beard and this. Are you Sikh? Right? Are you a Sikh? Sikh. You wear the thing. It's not a turban. It's something else. And so you are exuding traditionalism based on your potential religious beliefs. But that also puts out the vibe that you might be traditional in all aspects. And if a woman wants a child, because that is the social function of a lot of the reasons to be in a relationship within that culture, you might have to date outside your culture. Now, JD, what does that mean? The way you look might not be what someone outside of that culture is looking for. I'm not saying you should change your appearance for the sake of finding a mate or a girlfriend. I'm saying you need to understand what you're putting out might be what you're receiving, and what people want out of you in a relationship, and what you want out of a relationship would probably be more or something like a Western woman would want, just no kids or has grown kids and no kids coming out of you. So that's something that you're gonna have to think about in the future. Zach B says, I felt that JD, I've been single for a few years and I'm working on full-time balancing college. Getting my grind is more important for me now. Jeff Cantilino says, Mr. Swag says he's not BSing you. Roush says, this ain't for me, but I get it. Give the like, and I'm out. I like that. Appreciate that very much. What's up, Emery? JD Swag says, it's actually an advantage that once married, it is actually an advantage that once married, 95% of the women don't hold around like they're married. And that's what I see here. They just lock it in. JD, your culture type with the huge weddings, groom and elephant, horse, bride waiting at the family. Witness the wedding like that in LA. It was epic. Leave it to me to say, JD Swag, I've said this in the past, buddy. You will always lose money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money. This was very well written. He'll be fine in life. Amir Zahir, this gentleman gets it. I think he'll be fine. Once he hits 35, I know it sounds like a long time from now. My best years, guys, are ahead of me. I know you might not think so. Maybe you guys have noticed my body's changing a little bit. I don't know if you've noticed on the chat, but I've noticed. And if I've noticed, that means I'm doing something different. I'll talk about that another time. No steroids. I'm good. But you're really dialing certain things in, and the more I dial myself in, the more comfortable I am in my own skin, and the better quality people I'm meeting. So at 28, I wasn't shit. I wasn't shit at 28. I was shit at 35. I think my best years are ahead of me, and I think I'm the best version of myself I can be. And I don't ever want to revert back to being, dumpy, lazy, and just, settling for women that aren't worth shit. So I think you have to work on yourself first. And once that guy gets his head out of his ass a little bit, he'll be fine. Renee says, I mean, she seemed like an unorganized mess, and OP just dived in expecting to be guided and to be shown the ropes and what to do in a relationship. She has probably been with 20 guys, and OP is expect. I get it. I wonder how old the girl was. That's true. Something slower and more of a gradual burn. Yes, seek, and yes, it's a turban. Okay, it is a turban. So let's talk about that. If you don't want kids, that means you want a Western woman. Because I don't know many Indian women that don't have kids that are over 30 years old. It's like a thing. Like, you got to have kids at a certain age. And if you don't, what's wrong with you? Even worse, Chinese women. After 25, if they're not married and have children, they're like nothing. I think I saw an article somewhere where it said Chinese women after 35. Chinese women after 35. 25, sorry. Yeah, look at this. The AI overview agrees right here. In China, women over 25 who are unmarried are often referred to as leftover women, or shengnu. The term is used to describe women that are considered to be past their marriageable peak. The Chinese government has used the term to stigmatize educated women who are still single. However, some women are fighting back against the stigma of being single. They're changing how others see them with their economic power. That, in my opinion, is not a good thing. I think this is a bad trend because the average age of marriage in China has been rising. 1950, just under 20, 1980, 25, 2020. Now, women would say this is better for us. Well, but is it better for society? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's better for society for you to wait till later in life to have a child and have you be less capable of having healthy children. Just a memoir says, as a Mexican American, I'm looked at as weird for not drinking, exercising, and working on my health. I don't want a girl that drinks and smokes. I wasn't willing to put up with that. Me neither. I'll be honest. I don't want a girl that does any ratchet shit, even in private. Even in private, I don't want you doing ratchet shit. Meaning, if you're with me and you're, I don't know, doing weird shit, I'm like, I'd look at you weird. I'd be like, well, I get it. Maybe they're comfortable doing that stuff in front of me, but like ratchet shit, I'd be like, where'd you pick that shit up from? And I know you're gonna say, what do you want? A nun? No, there are plenty of ladies out there. Unfortunately, a lot of them are wifed up. Why do you think wifed up women stay wifed up? How do you think they got wifed up? Do you know a girl that is a wife? How does she act? How does she move? Have they been together a long time? Is she loyal? Is she out there doing weird stuff? Is she kooky? Does she have girls' nights? Come on, stop it. You smell so good. Just a memoir says, I was minding my own business and working on myself for the past few years, and it took close to 5 years on and off dating to find a partner that meshes well with me and my lifestyle. There you go, Alex. Plenty of girls. Hey, if an Asian girl, if a Chinese girl wants some of this, culturally, it's going to be fucked up. TRT, 46 years old, decent shape. I want to try it. No drugs. No drugs. I'll just say that I've focused on, believe it or not, supplement intake. And, okay, so in the last 2 months, so forever I've been anti-supplements. I'll take protein here and there and stuff like that, but nothing crazy. I've never been much on supplements. I've always said natty. Then I started reading about simple things like creatine, fish oils, and whatever for joint health and all that stuff. But believe it or not, I didn't want to just start taking like 15 pills at the same time. Now, I work out 5 times a week, very regularly, and my lifts are very consistent. So I know that if I introduce one thing and I see a difference, then that one thing works, right? That's how I look at it. I'm one of these guys that doesn't like to try too many things at once. It's like a car modification. If you buy a car and then you get a tune, a cold air, a H-pipe, a drive shaft, suspension slicks, which one of those made the biggest difference if you installed them all at the same time? So I said, okay, let me actually try one thing. And I tried creatine. Now there's a loading phase. You do like a 12 gram a day. And then there's a maintaining phase, like a 7 gram a day. And then you can have that for the rest of your life. So I said, all right, let me try this. let me try this, because I don't want to do the whole shove in a mouthful of stuff, right? But I've also been more cognizant of my diet. So it could be one or the other. But every single time I've lowered my calories, my lifts have gone down. My lifts have gone down when I've cut my calories. So I'm like, well, I don't want to lose strength. So I tried just one thing, creatine. I know it sounds silly, right? Jesus Christ, guys. For a guy that had never taken anything to take one thing and see that big of a difference, I went, wow. Now, what does that mean? I am one of those guys that's hypersensitive to everything. To everything. If I take a Benadryl, I am out like a light. If I take a Advil, whatever pain I had is gone. So I said, let me try some creatine. Fuck it. And Jesus Christ. Like I want to say the second or third week, I was at the gym. I remember very distinctly. It was a push day. It was a chest day. And I felt the bar go up quite easily, which is normal sometimes. If you have a high carb day the previous day, the bar goes up, it flies up. And you're like, wow. But no, this time by the 12th, I usually do 1 plate, 2 plate, 2 1/4. So 135, 225, and 275. So I do 15 reps of 135. I do 12 reps of 225. And I do about 7 or 8 of 275. I did 135 and it felt pretty light. I did 225. I got 15 off and I didn't feel crazy. And I tried I tried 3 plates and I was able to bust off 7. And I went, the creatine didn't do it. But I think the recovery within that loading phase, and this was my first heavy push day, I think made me go, okay, this is where I should have been for a little bit. So I went, okay. So then that translated to all of my lifts. The squat, the bicep curl, the back, the row, the pull down, the pull up. And you're like, oh, okay. It's definitely, I'm showing some benefits. And then the unfortunate thing, this kid is still a rookie, just started. This kid is still a rookie, just started this year. What are you talking about? Do we have a fucking asshole here? Like, I love it when people show up here and just do asshole shit, bro. Like, bro, if you don't like the fucking show, you just want to be a fucking hater, get the fuck out of here. I love people that come in here, watch the show just to fucking hate. Like, bro, like, seriously, you have nothing else to do? Anyway, long story short, I gained weight. And I did not want to gain weight, but my clothes fit better. So I'm like, okay. Again, I never like taking any supplements. It's just not my thing. But I took one thing just to see if it would work, and it worked out. All of my coworkers are 35 plus who are married or divorced. Don't recommend to me either and stay single. Alex is on the multivitamin and fish oil now. Centrum Silver hits different. Going to the gym versus data logs. Creatine is crazy good. Yeah, this guy's like a retard. Nick, not just for the physical benefits, but it has serious cognitive benefits as well. Dude, like I was immediately, okay, not immediately. I did the loading phase and then again, that's the one thing I changed in my diet and it's made a big difference. Nice omega-3 glucosamine for sore joints help recover workouts. I'll show you which one I bought. Amazon. I bought it off Amazon. Let me see. Orders. Come on. Jesus Christ. It was... Damn, I bought a lot of stuff on Amazon. Holy shit. This one. And I had to get it flavored because I'm a pussy. But this one. $18. It's big. There's a lot of it. Blue raspberry flavor. It actually tastes pretty good. And believe it or not, just that thing made a big difference. And again, I hated taking it, but I kind of did it just to try something. Oh, he's a rookie. Yeah, I could probably outlift you, and I'm a fucking rookie at this shit. I love people that talk so much shit. They're genetically ungifted. But they watch the show religiously. Weird. Boys, everyone post their numbers. SPD, nice. The East Coast ladies are more laid back. The ones I have met. Creatine will make you gain a couple of pounds. Yeah, a couple. Like I retained a lot of water Apparently, that's what happened. Seldom Silver. Motherfucker, Mr. Glasses inside. Exactly. Nick Starper says clinical study showed like 40% increase in memory function across all age groups. Well, let's get to the best part of the show. We're going to get to the Bumble Stripes, and we're in LA today. That's right. LA, and already we got, oh my God, what is happening here? Jesus, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Wow. No, Amy. Okay, we got 6 on deck. So let's check out the 6 that are on deck in LA. Ooh. Okay, it was a... Damn. Yuck. Let's see what's going on with... oh, no. Tuvo un bebé. Azalea, 42 years old, tiene una cicatriz de C-section. Oh no, oh man, that was bad. That's bad. I'm gonna pass on that. Robin, 38 years old. Okay. Oh no, ¿qué está pasando aquí? Damn, I'm attracting some tortas over in LA, looking for friends with benefits that can lead to something more with a God-fearing man. Ain't that some shit? Looking for friends with benefits that can lead to something with a God-fearing man. Oh my effing God. Let me get the chat up here so y'all can see what's going on. She wants a God-fearing man, but also wants a friends with benefits. What the fucking shit is happening? Oh, come on. What the fuck, dude? Jesus, what isn't this thing just... There we go. Oh my God. Let's move some stuff around. So she wants a friends with benefits with a God-fearing man. Like, what in the hell does that even mean? I have no idea what the fuck that even means. So, screw her. Jesus Christ, guys. We got Marie. It takes a fool. What's it say here? It takes a fool to remain sane. I'm looking for someone who is mature and ready. What? 40 years old. Oh my God, this is a guy. Is that a guy? No, that's a girl, but I don't know. There's a lot of her, man. That... Boy, I don't know. 5'6", want someday. Ese nene va a salir retardado. Creatine capsules are a thing, Unc. I don't care. See, here we go. Everyone knows everything. I like how everyone knows everything here. Then I meet you and I'm like, you're the one talking to me about health? We'll see what's going on with homegirl. She's all right looking. Maybe she looks better in photos. What's going on here? Oh, this is a guy, right? This a guy? Trans woman. I'm good. I can see them from a mile away. Get the fuck out of here, or I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker. Ashley, I'm ready to find a freaking needle in the haystack and grow a relationship with as organically as possible in an environment like this. I love a good chat, playful banter. Not rushing on here. I value taking the time needed to get to know each other. No dogs. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on her. Thank you very much. Oh, Raylene, she's probably Hispanic. Raylan's 42 years old, 5'4", liberal, binge watching show, relaxing on the beach. She's you're nice, but not for me. Let's just say that. No, Amy. Oh my God. Tengo 29 años, not 24. Sunset lover. She's like South American or something. Boy, yeah, she looks Inca. She looks Aztec. She looks un poquito chinita. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Let me see. Medellin from Santa Elena, Ecuador. Yep. Santa Elena city. Where the fuck is it? Costa Rica. EC? I thought it was Ecuador. Get the fuck out of here. It's LA. I'm not going to swipe right on anyone. Tally, 34 years old. Love mediocre chick flicks, cliche tourist pics, bad rhymes, good books. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. Jesus. Which one are you? You're the one on the right? I wish you were on the left. Why can't you be the one on the left? God. Oh. She's all right, though. She's all right. She's probably crazy as fuck. She's from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm good. Let's say peanut butter and everything, bro. Exact. TDC is officially back. Is there a schedule? No schedule. Because Trump won, Alex has to go on a date with Tiffany. Who's Tiffany? Zach, just eat more. Graduate degree in what? What's happening here? Mary getting the yard house date. That forehead is dangerous. TDC's back. What's the schedule? No schedule. Just fucking chill the fuck out. Oh my God. Get the fuck this torta out of my shit. Raylene, you gotta go too. Oh my God, Torta City. It's just all tortas down here. Allison is 37 years old. Okay. She's from Hermosa Beach, Florida. Doesn't show much, which is a good thing. She's not ugly. She's okay for this world. Daisy, the tits are looking like 5 days after the party, like balloons like 5 days after the party. Definitely not looking for hookups. If that's what you're looking for, then I'm not your girl. Looking to connect with someone and hopefully for the long run. I like to joke around and can be a smartass. Looking for a gentleman that likes to open doors and small random gestures. She's super, super pretty. Chino Hills. Hey! Oh, what's that? It's like the Febreze. It's for, let me see, hold on. It's like Febreze Tide. You're right, Febreze Tide. Maria Camilla, 2 first names, get the fuck out of my life. Anna, 40 years old, 5'5", active, open to kids, apolitical, sounds right. Tutu Centerline, don't care. What do you look like? Ladies, get a close-up photo of your face. Why do you do this? You take a picture with the Hubble Space Telescope. Actually, the Hubble will be a lot closer. Masha, 42 years old, probably Russian. My favorite quality in a person is kindness. She likes sushi. She's in California. Doesn't say much. Oh, she's beautiful. Let's go. Let's see what the deal is. You said females named Tiffany are sketchy. Absolutely. You're right. Beth, 33 years old. I'm not good at writing about myself, but hi, I'm Beth for short. I'm a Virgo. Who cares? Just want to meet real love. Someone I can have a good conversation with and see where it goes. This is in LA. Honey, you cannot find love in LA. Lee, 40 years old. LA greater than December? Oh. Or LA is great in December? I don't get it. No tolero las mentiras. She's Spanish? Lives in Mexico? Bro. Oh my God, look at the tit. What's going on con la teta de esta? Coño, ¿por qué las tetas son tan grandes? Oh my God, bro. What's going on over there? She got them sneaky titties, you know what I'm saying? Diana, 34 years old. Anarchist. I want girlfriend. Fuck out of my life. So stupid. Patty, 37 years old. Oh. Where is it? Where? Oh, fuck. Oh, mommy, you probably cook amazing. You probably cook amazing. Ay, pobrecita, pobrecita. Lisa, 39 years old. I'm still looking for something extraordinary than that. Self-aware. She's good looking. When a girl can sit down and the gut isn't smashing over the fucking over the pant line, it's a good look. Oh, bro, that's nice. That's nice. We'll see what the deal is. Oh my God, Joyce. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, are you a little Asian? Oh, I don't know. I think you're a little Asian. My ultimate green flag is he knows what he wants. Oh, what if I told you I don't want to be here? I'll get way too excited about exploring new places. Well, I don't know. You're looking a little Asian over there. Meow. 29 years old. Low-key looking for an English teacher. Envy meow meow. Fuck. That's great. Damn, we're literally in Torta Central booking my flight. Leslie, 38 years old. Otra torta. Oh, LA is the king of the Torta Central. Sarah, 40 years old. She looks crazy. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Nope. No, thank you, Nisha. I'm going to pass on you. See ye A hero, I love adventure and goofy but strong and vulnerable. When no one's watching, I eat cereal as a snack. A crick is where my heart is a rafter. A rafter? Yeah, a rafter. If rubbing this is wrong, I wrote wrong or rewrite. Fuck. Poor girl. You know, she's probably the nicest lady ever. Oh, fuck. I love it. Trini, 42 years old. Trini, loyal, caring, and let's see what you look like. Yeah, we're going to pass on that. Someone said, can we do Nova Scotia Bumble swipes next? Nova Scotia? Why? Hold on. We can do it right now. Let me, Nova Scotia? You mean Canada? Nova Scotia. Did I spell it right? Nova Scotia. How do you spell Nova Scotia? I got Nova Southeast University. We'll do it another time. Fuck it. For JD? For JD? What, Canada? How do you look up Canada? Hold on. Can't you just look up Canada? Canada. Uruguay? No. Well, give me a town in Nova Scotia. Where's the fuck's Nova Scotia? Nova. Damn it. Nova Scotia. That's a province, motherfucker. You need to give me a... Isn't there like a fucking city in Nova Scotia? City in... Yarmouth. Okay, let's look up Yarmouth. Yarmouth. There we go. Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, Canada. All right, let me reload here, and then we'll see if we can get the Nova Scotia putis here. Is she Nova Scotia? Let's see. Oh my God, that's what's going on over there. Holy shit! Wow, JD, oh my God, JD swag. Jesus Christ, JD swag. Oh, I get it, JD. I see why you're single, bro. Holy shit! Why is the picture so far away? I don't know. You look normal. You look nice. We'll see. I'll get you hooked up with JD. Oh, Hero, how the fuck did she make it over there? Wow, she's pretty though. Jesus Christ, see, JD, would you dare an age that stupid tattoos? But she's a very pretty girl. Like her face is pretty. You know what I'm saying? Let me see filters. Open it up for JD because it is rough. It's fucking rough. Okay, Sue, 47 years old, have spent more time with dogs than men in the last 20 years. Why are you fucking dogs? It's kind of weird, right? She literally said, I spent more time with dogs than men in the last 20 years. It's weird that you admit to fucking dogs. She looks crazy. She looks out of her mind. I understand, JD. Oh, mira ese culo. Kate, 38 years old. Damn, JD, bro. JD, I'm going to get you hooked up. I'll test her out, and I'll let you know she's good to go. Do North Carolina next time you can see what I'm working with in my area. Okay. Oh, my God. Listen, look at JD. JD, I totally understand. Wow. What a fucking shit show. Oh, my Lord. JD, you got to move. What this taught me is you gotta get the fuck you gotta do this to Canada. You gotta do this to Canada.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now.
All right, this goes hot. She's Canada hot. Fuck, this is tough. A couple more, we'll get out of here. Jane, 49 years old, happy, confident, good looking. Yeah, let's go. All right, okay. Amanda, 37 years old. Nope. Holy shit, JD. Damn. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, man. All right, Mel. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! Oh, bro, I'll bring her here. Fuck it. Jen, 44 years old. I live in the forest by the sea. Bro, this is... JD, what's the worst you're willing to put up with? Like, ugly, skinny girl? Or really pretty girl with the gut beneath the vagina? Like, she's got a gut, then a gut on top of the vagina, and then you got to lift the gut to get to the vagina. I don't know, JD. Whoa, hey, the butt's okay over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, she looks like she fucking chops wood, you know? Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, wow. JD, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I had no fucking idea. Shit was that tough up there. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So we talked about the difficulties of dating somebody outside of your culture, specifically Ukrainian Russian women. I've experienced dating them. They're absolutely gorgeous women. I seem to fit exactly what they like in a man, but culturally we're just not doable. So I've had to just kind of like say, no, thank you, but no, thank you, because it's not going to work. You know, I've tried to fake it till I made it, but at the end of the day, I have to be able to communicate at a high level with somebody, and somebody from a completely different culture, Slavic, German, Polish, you name it. It's just not going to jive. And unfortunately, that's what's showing up a lot in Florida, because they're all coming over from the war that is happening in that neck of the woods. We also talked about a fan who sent in a long email wanting to know that, if he let go of a girl too early, and we pretty much assured him that he did the right thing because that was his first love. So he was like, it's not worth it. I want to get out of here because she's just smoking weed, partying too much, and I'm just like a good guy focused on my money. And then we finished it up with Bumble Swipes and found out that JD Swag's area is absolute shit when it comes to women. So we totally understand why he's single. I'm out of here. I'll be back probably next week sometime. Don't count on it. Don't count on the schedule. I don't want to be pressured into doing it, but I'm going to try to do once a week so we can have plenty to talk about. Before I was doing 2 times a week and it was a little tough. I got 3 other live streams and videos to do and a job and a life. So I'll try to cut in once in a while. Maybe Wednesday could be the day that we do 1 hour dating channel shows, and we'll say, see what's going on with the dating culture, give you updates on what's happening, and we'll take your questions, comments, and concerns and get after it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Again, have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Spend it with your family. Argue about Trump winning. That's going to be the best time ever. I'm just going to work on cars. That's what I'm going to do. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yes, I am doing... Holy shit, am I doing a Thursday? Wait, no. The girl that I'm seeing invited me to Thanksgiving, so I might not do a Thursday show. So I'll try to get you a show sometime during the week. And if not, we'll just see each